Hello there, my crafty friends. It's Trisha Clark with Sparkle Farts Paper Crafts, and today I'm coming to you with another fun crafty haul. I went out of town, well, it's just 45 minutes away from here, to a cute little Victorian town called Victoria. Oh my gosh, let me start over. This little Victorian town called Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And I went with my friend's daughter as her birthday trip to go stay in a haunted hotel. Super fun. But we hit a few we hit a couple of antique malls, and I hit the jackpot on a few things and had to come share them with you. They will end up in ephemera bundles in some of our whatnot sales. You'll see them coming up in journals. If there are specific pieces that you're interested in, or not specific pieces, but if there are books that you're interested in seeing or getting a few pages from, I can put together an ephemera bundle for you. But let me show you everything we got. So the two stores that we hit, one was Wonderland Antiques. Super cool place. The lady there who owns it is a junk journaler. So it was so fun to get to talk to her. And I got to go through a bunch of her personal stash and pick out some things. And it was really kind of create your own bundle. And then she came up with a price. And it was so much fun to visit with her. And that was Wonderland Antiques in Eureka Springs. So first, let me show you what I got from her. I got this old Breeder's Gazette, a farm magazine from 1906. And not because of farms, but look at all of these cool vintage ads. Now, I will never be able to use all of these, but if you would like some vintage ads, let me know, and I can put some of these in an ephemera bundle with various pieces from all of these fun things that I got. So I'd be happy to include a couple pages of vintage ads and articles if that's something that you're looking for. So that was the Breeder's Gazette from 1906. Also from her was this old Prosperity Songster. And this is in really rough condition, but I loved the color. You know, we don't often see different colors in some of the vintage paper, and I loved this blue. And it's not sheet music, but it's all song lyrics. So I love the look of that poetry to go on some tags or a page. And there are, gosh, 32 pages of that. And then there was a couple of, this is a different stop. Let me separate these a little bit, because that was from something else. Okay. And then she had these dairy goat journals, and there's two of these. I've got 1931 and 1930. I love the colors on the front, but again, just great vintage articles and pages. There's some ads, some cute goat pictures. Really great for collage. These, and they're surprisingly not brittle, so you could still fold these up, use them as glue pages and turn them into bases, use them for collage, all kinds of fun things. That's what I'm planning to do with them. I love that we've got different variations in the color of aging on the pages. Super cool. So she put in two of those. I want to say I paid $54, and I got more than this. Like, I bought my my goddaughter like a bangle bracelet and a couple of other things, so it wasn't just the junk journal stuff. Some illustrations that she threw in that she found loose as we were going through, and I thought those were really cool. You really should go check out her shop and some of her creations if you ever get the chance to get over there. So cool. That was from a different store. Then we have this, A Key to the Nature Library. Now, she's used the images out of here, but this was a book from 1909, gifted in 1918. Now, the illustrations are gone. That's fine. I really wanted it for the pages because they're nice, thick rag paper. But questions on butterflies and insects and wildflowers, mushrooms. So I think these will just be really great pages, and this is one that she just was kind enough to give me. This book, I couldn't pronounce that if I had to, but I loved all of the illustrations in here. Again, really nice quality pages. The copyright on this one, 1958, from Prague. And just a lot of great illustrations in here, but also I really love the quality of the pages, and I love using pages in different languages. I think it just adds interest. Oh, what do we have in here? Another illustration. Beautiful. She just started shoving sheets in here. So cool. And then before I show you the big books, this was the stuff that she was like, oh, here, I have all these packets. Pick through and see what you think you'll use. This was another thing I purchased. Aren't these so sweet? I love this one. So I got to go through and pick through the images I thought I would use from things that she had in her embellishment stash, which I thought was really fun. I thought these would be really cute with Michelle's Pondside Curiosities from Junk Journal Studio. These will make really fun tags or pockets. I love the children in the moon. So just various images that I just thought would be really fun to use. But I got to go through and pick them out, and then she gave me a bundle price of all of this for like $6. So cool. Super impressed and just super fun to see. I got to walk through the shop, and she showed me all of her creations and what her art looks like. And we have totally different vibes, but she's definitely more of a junk journaler, not using laces and digitals. And so it was fun to see her style of work. This is an envelope from 1939 from the Brinkley Hospitals in Little Rock, Arkansas. Isn't that gorgeous? Brinkley Hospitals for the treatment of enlarged and infected prostate glands, rectal and colonic diseases, varicose veins, hernia, or rupture. Don't know that I'll include that part in a journal, but I thought that this was a really awesome envelope. And then inside the envelope is still full of fun things. The Large Doctor book, free for list of sick people. Can you imagine? The list of sick people could be distributed back then, before HIPAA. Brinkley Hospitals. This is a letter to somebody. I'm enclosing letters from some patients in your state, which I believe you will like to read. They were trying to convince him to come to the hospital. And then a reply back that says, Dear Dr. Brinkley, I'm feeling fine since my operation and working hard every day. I think that'll be fun in one of the creepy hospital journal. Could be really fun in there, but really it was the envelope that I was obsessed with. I think I paid $4 for the envelope and all the goodies. And then she took me into her garage and said, I have all these coffee table books. Please go in and take your pick. And she only charged me $5 a book for these. Look, this was the Outdoor Life Gallery of North American Game. I love the large print. What's the copyright on this? I can't believe this book says it was only $12.50 to begin with. I'm like, when was this book only $12.50? You know, it'd be like $40 now. 1958. Look at the condition this book is in, you guys. 1958, and the pages, it is, aside from the dust jacket being torn up, this book is in impeccable condition. I would venture to say without the yellow aging, like new. But we have these great illustrations of birds that I think will be beautiful pages. And again, I really liked the font in this one. And then we have the Golden Encyclopedia of Art. And this one, what's the cover look like? Just a nice red cover, but I think these could be really fun large journals or art journals even. This one is from, do we have a copyright? golden press, Egyptian painting here. Copyright 1961. And again, if it weren't for the dust jacket, this one is also in excellent condition. And again, these illustrations are going to be phenomenal to use. Aren't they gorgeous? So excited. I've been watching a lot of Roxy's creations, and I love the way she uses a lot of illustrations from art books in her journals. And I think this one will be fabulous for that. Again, if you're interested in getting a bundle of pages out of any of these books, just put it in the comments below and we can chat and I can put together a bundle for you. So fun. Now, I'm not going to do like specific page requests, but happy to put together an ephemera bundle of random pages. Or you can check out the Whatnot shop or bookmark our Whatnot sales to see what sales are coming up and see what ephemera bundles will be available. This one, a completely different vibe. This book is Cole, The Merry and Sad Nights and Days of the Greatest Lyricist Composer of Them All. A biographical essay by Brendan Gill. Copyright 1971. Again, I love the index of this copyright, and the images in here are of Cole. This is all about Cole Porter. And I love that we've got these big numbers as we go through the life and times. But again, the images in here, articles. Y'all, for $5, this is insane to me. Great, great finds. So fun. So that was Wonderland Antiques. And then we went to Eureka's, oh, what was the name of it? It was like Unique Collectibles or something like that. And in that store, I found, let me get this stuff out of the way. I do the crafty haul video so I can put it all away. Okay. I think two pieces I'm the most excited about from this store. One is this trunk. I'm not going to claim it's a vintage trunk or vintage suitcase. It's probably on the newer side, but it looks vintage. And look at this map on the inside with all the pins. I think I'm going to do some batting and fabric instead of paper in here. And this will be a whole like immersive journal experience with a journal and travel paraphernalia. And so this is going to be a longer term project, but I think this is going to be absolutely stunning as some sort of art installation or fancy vignette. Also in that store, I found this Problem Pays book. The Wesley, from the Wesley Players, sold by the Methodist Publishing House. 15-minute problem plays. And I liked the quality of the pages. They were still in really good shape. The copyright is 1930, and they're not horribly brittle. Like, they're still usable. And I liked the layout of the screenplay or the play with the different fonts, and the quality of the pages is the main reason that I bought this one. You can probably cover this book cover and still use it for a thin journal. Let's see, that was from something else. I found I got really lucky in this one because there was a whole booth that was 50% off. And I found these gorgeous vintage hankies. That I think will be beautiful pockets, or I'm about to start on a shabby chic folio. And I thought this would be really cute as like a little memento from Paris tucked in one of the pockets, or maybe it will be a pocket. I don't know yet. She had these great pieces of Victorian scrap. And this cute, I've been hoarding stuff to do a cat journal. And so I found this really cute cat applique I thought was adorable. That's from something else. And then the other piece I was so excited to find is this deluxe book of flower fairies from Cicely Mary Barker. This book, when I looked on Abe Books and Thrift Books, was like going for like $40. And this one is the deluxe book of flower fairies. This print was actually 2001, so the book is not vintage, but it's no longer, you can get the complete book of flower fairies, but this book I couldn't find available. It's like new, and it was $15. And so I couldn't find it anywhere else for that price. And I've been wanting to do a flower fairy journal. So this was my other fun find. Again, not vintage, but the complete flower fairies, which I've been looking for and looking at. And I love to support a small business versus ordering off of Amazon if I can, especially at a good price. So that's the crafty haul. And then we stopped at one called the Silver Spur on our way home. And my daughter is a cartographer and collects National Geographic maps. I love to work with maps. I get a lot of requests for maps on Whatnot. And so I found this National Geographic Traveler's Map of Italy from 1970. I love that it lists all the folklore and festivals, and it's, you know, more than a map. It's got lots of information about architecture and history. I don't know which ones my daughter will want, but we got New Zealand. We got one of Northern Europe from, I want to say this one was 63. I love the aging on it. No, 1954. This one was 54. And what was this one? I don't remember now. This one is in rough condition. This is definitely going to be more of a collage piece, and this will get turned into a masterboard. It's just the world. But I think this one will become masterboards, tags, things like that, journal cards. So that was this weekend's crafty haul. And I was super impressed to find all of these fun things in new stores I hadn't been in. Let me know which one you'd be the most excited to work with. And if you're looking for an ephemera bundle that has, you know, a combination of things from all of these goodies. I appreciate you hanging with me to watch out. I hope you get as much excitement out of these little finds as I do. I love sharing the crafty hauls with you because I love watching them because it inspires me for different things to look for when I'm in those places. So keep sharing your crafty hauls and let me know what you want to see in the comments. I'll talk to you soon.